हाय फ्रेंड्स, काउंसिल आमर इंटरनल असेसमेंट प्रयोग कर जहाँफल कि आमर फास्ट यूनिटा आउ काउंसिल एग्जाम रे पड़ो ना तेणु सेटा आमर कॉलेज एग्जाम कर से कॉलेज जो एग्जाम टी कर प्राय छुट्टी पर समस्त हम एवं से जो एग्जाम टी हम इंटरनल असेसमेंट से फास्ट यूनिट रु जिते सब सर्ट टाइप हम ताकू मु फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स आकार रे सब गुरा करिछि। तमे यदि से फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स गुड़िक सब गुराक प्रश्न आ उत्तर सह देखिकरी पढ़ी जाव तेबे तमे मध्य 20 रु प्राय 20 पाई परिबो। ताहले बर्तमान मु गोटी गोटी करी फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स पढुछि एवं ता उत्तर मध्य कहूछि। प्रथम देला अफर्मेटिव एंड नेगेटिव आर डैश ऑफ ए प्रपोजिशन। अफर्मेटिव एंड नेगेटिव आर डैश ऑफ ए प्रपोजिशन। आंसर टी हबो क्वालिटी ऑफ ए प्रपोजिशन। 2 नंबर रे द टर्म अफर्मेटिव इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द वर्ड डैश। द टर्म अफर्मेटिव इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द वर्ड अफर्मो। ता उत्तर टेला अफर्मो। 3 नंबर डैश एंड डैश आर क्वांटिटी ऑफ ए प्रपोजिशन। Dash and dash are quantity of a proposition. Universal and particular are quantity of a proposition. 4 number A and I are dash propositions. A and I are dash propositions. Answer ti hobo A and I are affirmative propositions. 5 A and E are dash propositions. A and E are dash propositions. Tar answer ti habo A and E are universal propositions. Number 6 E and O are dash propositions. E and O are dash propositions. तबे तार आंसर टी हला नेगेटिव propositions. E and O are negative propositions. Number 7 I and O are dash propositions. I and O are dash propositions. तार आंसर टी हबो particular propositions. I and O are particular propositions. Number 8 conclusion is dash general than the premise. Conclusion is dash general than the premise. Your answer टी हबो conclusion is less general than the premise. 9 number premises are not dash general than the conclusion. Premises are not dash general than the conclusion. तार आंसर टी हबो कोन ना premises are not less general than the conclusion. 10 number a term is said to be distributed. A term is said to be distributed when it takes its entire dash. A term is said to be distributed when it takes its entire denotation. The answer is denotation. 11 inference is subdivided into dash and dash. Inference is subdivided into mediate and immediate. 12 the contradictory of a proposition is dash. The contradictory of a proposition is dash. O proposition. 13 the contrary of E proposition is dash. The contrary of E proposition is A proposition. 14 the contradictory of I proposition is dash. The contradictory of I proposition is E proposition. 15 the premise of a conversion is called dash. The premise of a conversion is called converted. The conclusion of a conversion is called dash. The conclusion of a conversion is called converse. 17. The premise of a version is called dash. The premise of a version is called overturned. 18. The conclusion of a version is called dash. The conclusion of a version is called obverse. 19. If A proposition is converted to I proposition, then I proposition is converted to dash proposition. If A proposition is converted to I proposition, then I proposition is converted to I proposition. 20. When some message P is taken as overturned, when some message P is taken as overturned, its obverse is dash. Its obverse is dash. Answer habo some s is not dash P. Answer ହେଲା କ'ଣ some s is not dash P. Number 21. When no SHP is taken as the convertant, what is its converse? When no SHP is taken as the convertant, what is its converse? 21 number. Its converse is no PGS. 22 number. The quality and the quantity remains the same in dash conversion. Answer ti haba simple conversion. The quality and the quantity remains the same in simple conversion. 23. Dash is the same and dash is different in conversion per limitation. Quality is the same. Answer ti haba quality is the same and quantity is different in conversion per limitation. 24. Dash proposition cannot be converted. Answer haba O proposition cannot be converted. 25. O proposition can be converted to I proposition. O proposition can be converted to I proposition through conversion by negation. 26. When A proposition converted to A proposition, it is called a dash proposition. When A proposition converted to A proposition, it is called U proposition. 27. Material overson is not the actual form of a dash. Material overson is not the actual form of a dash. The answer is actual form of a overson. Material overson is not actual form of a overson. 28. In material overson, both subject and the predicate becomes dash. In material version, both subject and predicate becomes dash, becomes opposite or contrary. 29. In conversion, the given proposition is called dash. In conversion, the given proposition is called converted. 30. In O proposition, dash is distributed. In O proposition, dash is distributed. Predicate is distributed. 31. In dash proposition, both terms are distributed. In dash proposition, both terms are distributed. In E proposition, both terms are distributed. 32. Negative proposition distributes its dash. Negative proposition distributes its dash. Your answer to have a predicate. Distributes its predicate. 33. Dash proposition cannot distribute its subject. Dash proposition cannot distribute its subject. Particular proposition cannot distribute its subject. 34. When the convertent and the converse are same type of a proposition, it is a dash conversion. When the convertent and converse are same type of a proposition, it is called a simple conversion. 35. Inversal and particular propositions are distinguished on the basis of inversal and particular propositions are distinguished on the basis of a quantity. 36. The converse of an E proposition. The converse of an E proposition is E proposition. Answer tala E proposition. 37. The obverse of a I proposition is a dash proposition. The obverse of a I proposition is a O proposition. 38. The converse of a particular affirmative proposition. The converse of a particular affirmative proposition is a dash particular affirmative. 39. The contradictory proposition of some students are intelligent is a dash. The contradictory proposition of some students are intelligent is a dash. The answer to have no students are intelligent. 40. In deductive inference, the conclusion is never dash general than the premise. In deductive inference, the conclusion is never more general than the premise. 41. If the convertent and the converse are equivalent proposition, the process is called dash conversion. If the convertent and the converse are equivalent proposition, the process is called simple conversion. 42. The convertent and converse are dash in quality, are same in quality. 43. The overturned and obverse. The overturned and obverse dash in quality and dash in quantity. Tebe tar answer ti hobo the overturned and obverse are dash in quantity. Ebe dash in quantity hele same in quantity and dash in quality different in opposite in quantity equality. Out thare seta padi douchi the overturned and obverse dash in quantity. Tebe dash in quantity hele same in quantity hobo and dash in quality opposite in quality. 44. According to quality, propositions are divided into. According to quality, propositions are divided into affirmative and negative. 45. The conclusion of an immediate inference is drawn from dash premise. The conclusion of an immediate inference is drawn from a single premise. 46. Syllogism is a form of a dash inference. Syllogism is a form of a mediate inference. 47. There are dash propositions in a syllogism. There are 3 propositions in a syllogism. 48. Categorical propositions are of dash types. Categorical propositions are of 4 types. Minor term. 49. Minor term is the dash of a conclusion in a syllogism. Minor term is the dash of a conclusion in a syllogism. Your answer টি হব subject of the syllogism. 50. Middle term cannot be present in dash. Middle term cannot be present in conclusion. 51. The letter S stands for dash in syllogism. The letter S stands for dash in syllogism. Your answer টি হব the letter S stands for minor term in syllogism. 52. When major term is not distributed in major premise but distributed in conclusion, it is called dash fallacy. Author पढ़ी दोची. When major term is not distributed in major premise but distributed in the conclusion, it is called the fallacy of illicit major. 53. When middle term is not distributed at least once in the premises, it is called the fallacy of a dash. When middle term is not distributed at least once in the premises, it is called the fallacy of a undistributed middle. 54. There are dash premises in a syllogism. There are dash premises in a syllogism. Answer টি হব there are 2 premises in a syllogism. 55. Syllogism is the conjoint assertion of dash premises. Syllogism is the conjoint assertion of a dash premises. The answer টি হব syllogism is the conjoint assertion of 2 premises. 56. Figure is determined by taking the position of a dash. Figure is determined by taking the position of a dash. The answer টি হব figure is determined by taking the position of a middle term. 57. In dash figure, middle term stands in predicate place in both the premises. Other question টা কইছি and in dash figure middle term stands in predicate place in both the premises. এটা হবে second figure. In second figure middle term stands in predicate place in both the premises. 58. In dash figure middle term stands in predicate place in major premise and subject place in minor premise. In dash figure middle term stands in predicate place in major premise and subject place in minor premise. এটা হবে in fourth figure middle term stands in predicate place in major premise and subject place in minor premise. 59. There are dash valid modes in all figures. There are 19 valid modes in all figures. 60. There are dash valid modes in all figures, including weak mode. There are dash valid modes in all figures, including weak mode. এটি তার আনসারটি হবে 24 valid modes in all figures, including weak modes. 61. There are dash valid modes in third figure. There are dash valid modes in third figure. There are 6 valid modes in third figure. 62. In dash figure, there is no weak mode. In dash figure, there is no weak mode. তার আনসারটি হবে in third figure, there is no weak mode. এই যে fill in the blanks তক সব কুহাগলা এই তবে যদি প্র্যাকটিস করে দেইথিব তেবে আমার यूनिट 1 ର ସବୁ যেতে শর্ট টাইপ ଅଛି ସବୁର দিয়া যাইছি। তেଣୁ ଆମର এই ইন্ଟরনাল আसेसमेंट রে তুমি মানে ଭଲ କରିବ।